This is a sitting congresswoman upset about a sheriff in her district and, like, roasting her on national TV. Also, Nancy, I like the haircut. And something about your dress I kind of enjoy.
Illegal who is here illegally, entered our country illegally. They literally committed a crime on the way in. So they are all 100% guilty of committing a crime. Mr. Chairman, I brought a folder today because
A lot of cleavage for daytime, yes, Shelley.
Congressional record this afternoon. So I want to thank our witnesses for being
And
here today.
is it just, okay,
Time.
she has a pearl necklace, but there's a gigantic cross in the middle of those boobies.
Unanimous consent to enter this document from ICE.
Unanimous consent to enter that cleavage into evidence.
Illegal immigrants into South Carolina, Mr. Chairman.
Congresswoman Nancy Mace, apparently this sheriff called her a liar and she's upset about it.
And talking about extraordinary foolish, I know that was said earlier by one of our witnesses. It's not just cities, it's counties too. I've been nuking Charleston County Sheriff over the last 24 hours over her lies about the illegals that are in South Carolina, her lies about releasing them into our state, and that sort of thing. And when you're talking about New York, Mr. Biggs, if you talk to an NYPD officer, they'll tell you they're not charging these illegals with crimes. And then when they do, they're released or they're not given a bail or bond when they go out. And so the left, it's just all one big lie, and it's not right to American people. And the statistic that crime is down for migrants, I
feel like I could hear like a Madison Star Moon say this kind of shit. Like, also, Nancy, I like the haircut. And something about your dress I kind of enjoy.
Illegal who is here illegally, entered our country illegally. They literally committed a crime on the way in. So they are all 100% guilty of committing a crime. Mr. Chairman, I brought a folder today because
A lot of cleavage for daytime, yes, Shelley.
Congressional record this afternoon. So I want to thank our witnesses for being
And
here today.
is it just, okay,
Time.
she has a pearl necklace, but there's a gigantic cross in the middle of those boobies. She's got a cross giving her a titty slap.
A titty slap! Come on now.
No, Ducky.
On the human costs of sanctuary policies from local officials, including Charleston County Sheriff, Sanctuary Sheriff Kristen Graziano, and I hope she's watching today. If she's watching, I hope you have a number 2 pencil and you take notes, because this is how I do my job. Charleston County Sheriff, the Charleston County actually in my district used to be a model for cooperation between ICE and local law enforcement. It is no more. Charleston County had a 287G cooperation agreement in place with ICE, acted as an over 72-hour detention facility for aliens apprehended by ICE, and worked together to enforce our nation's laws and keep our community safe. No more because of Sanctuary Sheriff Kristen Graziano.
She's a lizard person.
21, the new sheriff of Charleston County, Sanctuary Sheriff Kristen Graziano, began a systematic effort to dismantle immigration enforcement in Charleston County. Sheriff Graziano, on her first day in office, terminated Charleston County's 287G cooperation agreement with ICE. She announced this in front of a taco shop. I don't know why.
What?
So, Mr. Chairman, I would like to ask unanimous consent to enter this picture of Sheriff Graziano terminating her 287G agreement in front of El Pincho Taco into the record.
Without objection.
El Pincho Taco.
I also would like to request unanimous consent to enter this photo. It's Sanctuary Sheriff Kristen Graziano's Twitter header. Here she is with wide open borders are Kamala Harris. Here she is with Joe Biden, who often loved to walk away from the podium and not take questions from press, just like Sanctuary Sheriff Kristen Graziano did today at her own press conference. I'm not sure who did it better, her or Joe Biden. Mr. Chairman, I would like to enter this
Without
into the record.
objection.
Thank you.
This is a sitting congresswoman upset about a sheriff in her district and like roasting her on national TV. Yeah, we already made mention of the boobs. The boobs were kind of obvious. Good evening, Fire Resist.
I would like to
They are eating that cross.
Sheriff Graziano refuses to notify ICE when a criminal illegal alien is in custody and refuses to provide adequate hold time for ICE to assume custody. I'm going to request unanimous consent, Mr. Chairman, to enter her statement yesterday where she says, our policy clearly states on our public website we only hold residents for ICE if they have a I-247, a detainer immigration center signed by an immigration judge. That's per her office policy. I would like to enter her statement into the record, Ms.
It means if they had committed an actual crime.
In that same vein, I'm going
like
to
not something petty.
Office policy that says she can and will release criminal illegal aliens into South Carolina. This is her policy she cites as the reason she does this. Did you know she wrote and signed off on her own department policy? It doesn't get any dumber than this. Literally is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in South Carolina history.
She wrote and signed off on her own department's policy, and you think that's dumb. Am I missing something?
Her department has been designated as a non-cooperative by ICE. Mr. Chairman, I would like to enter this list of cooperative institutions into the congressional record, sir.
Without objection.
Fuck ICE.
One at a time. I'm going to enter and request unanimous consent to enter this document from ICE.
Unanimous consent to enter that cleavage into evidence.
Illegal immigrants into South Carolina, Mr. Chairman.
Without objection.
I would like to request unanimous consent to enter all my letters to Sheriff Graziano and ICE into the congressional record.
That's probably exactly what it is, Shelley.
Without objection.
And lastly, she called me a liar today, and she also said that crime has gone down, violent crime.
It has.
In Charleston County. Mr. Chairman, I would like to ask for unanimous consent to enter the SLED, State Law Enforcement Division's Crime in South Carolina annual report, where it shows violent crime is up. Murders, aggravated assaults, stolen vehicles, etc. It's up, it's not down, it's a lie, Mr. Chairman.
Without objection.
Thank you. And
up since when? When they say that, I want to know, up since when? Are you saying it's up since March of 2020? Are you comparing March of 2020 to March of 2024 or something? I bet it is up. I want to know the numbers you're saying, because crime is at historical lows.